Welcome back to Good Morning Kansas. I'm telling you, like I said before the break, it smells so good in the studios, and I have Joe Parton to thank for it, joining us from Carrabba's on this National Pasta Day, and you have a lot going on over here, man.
Well, we're just here to celebrate. Today we're going to do a Penne Carrabba. It's a dish with grilled chicken, Alfredo sauce with mushrooms, peas, and a little garlic in it. We're going to do it with penne today. Normally in the restaurant you get it with fettuccine.
Got it. If
you get it in our family bundles, it comes with the penne, and we have plenty of different varieties. Today I'm out here for display. I've got our spaghetti and meatballs. One of my favorite pasta dishes also is the rigatoni martino.
We talked about that,
which has got tomato cream sauce, sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, little ricotta salata with scallions on top. You can get it with chicken or sausage, either one.
Very cool.
Right now we've got our Alfredo, our cream cooking. We sauteed the mushrooms first, add a little garlic, some parsley. I'm going to add the peas to it here. Let that mix in. Then we'll add the chicken that I sliced up. This is an 8-ounce chicken breast that goes in it. We'll top that with, we'll top the pasta with that in the restaurant, but we're going to put this in with it so it'll get nice and creamy with the rest of it.
Yeah. And like this flavor, I mean, everything, like when he was sauteing the onion, and the mushrooms, oh, it just comes together so perfectly.
Now, when you boil pasta, since it is pasta month, you want to make sure that you start with a rolling boil.
Okay.
And then you salt it so you can dissolve your salt in it.
Sure, sure.
When it gets ready, you want to make sure you strain it real well. We'll add it right to our sauce. We had one escape there.
That's okay. That's how it goes at home too, right? Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Goodness. That's all right.
You know, a little fact from Italy too is that pasta actually translates to dough.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that. But it makes sense because you got to create a pasta. I mean, your pasta is dough, so shaped in whatever shape we have here. So stirring around, letting it soak up all the great flavor.
Up, coat the pasta really well.
Sure.
And then we add our Romano and Parmesan blend of grated cheese. And that'll just thicken up. You want to cook that for another 45 seconds or so and let it just meld with that so it clings to the pasta, breaks down that cheese into the sauce.
How long have you had Carrabba's over on the northeast side? And Carrabba's, by the way, over what, K96?
It's 96 and Rock Road, right next to Sam's, kind of in the shadow of Sam's, behind our gas pump. So
that's okay.
It's a little hard to find, but it's well worth the trip.
Sure, sure. But you've had it around
I've been there for 15 years.
15 years.
This is
amazing.
15 years this week, actually. So.
Oh, really? Well, happy anniversary. Congratulations. It's always nice to have Joanne to show us how to
I really enjoy coming on and working with y'all.
Yeah, no, it's great.
I love cooking, and of course, I love eating.
Hey, who doesn't?
That's part of the pleasures of life, you know?
That's okay. I mean, we were talking about our favorites behind the scene. I don't know how you handle it, man. I mean, having pasta at your grasp, but not just pasta, but other dishes too. So.
Yeah, like I told you earlier too, my favorite dish is chicken brine, where a grilled chicken is topped with medallions of goat cheese and a lemon butter white wine sauce that we make with fresh lemon juice, garlic, onions, and white wine. We cook that down and turn it into a butter sauce, and top it with that when we meld fresh basil and sun-dried tomatoes in that. And all it just melts in your mouth. That's so much flavor.
That's evil. See, he's telling us all the good things. So that's okay. So, no, that looks beautiful. What a nice dish.
Then, of course, you know, it's always great to have a little wine. Unfortunately, I've got a wine dinner this Wednesday that we're doing.
Right.
We sold it out in less than an hour last week.
Yeah.
And then we're having another one on the 27th.
Okay.
This week we're benefiting the American Cancer Society.
That's awesome.
And then on the 27th we're doing one. There might be 4 or 5 slots left.
Okay.
But that's benefiting the Alzheimer's Association in Western Kansas.
So what happens with the wine? Because you've talked about that before, but how does this go again? So the wine dinners.
Well, the wine dinners, we start out, it's usually a 4 or 5 course.
Okay.
And we start out and go through the courses and we pair different wines. I have a representative from one of the different distributors here that will go around and talk to all the tables, explain the wines, where they came from, the nature of them, the background, and why it should go and pair with the food that we're pairing it with.
That's cool. So a little wine education with your pasta, so you can't beat that. And if you want to go and look at it, how do people, like if they want to find out more in the future, let's say,
well,
to sign
we'll continue to do those. Just call the restaurant and ask when the next wine dinner is.
Okay.
And RSVP and sign you up.
Sounds good. Well, if you want to see Joe and his crew making fabulous pasta, educating us about wine and so much more. Again, Northeast Wichita is where you should head over to. K96 and Rock Road, 3409 North Rock Road is where you can find Carrabba's, right over by Sam's Club, like you said. You can see it off the highway, though. Every time we drive by there all the time, I'm like, oh, it sounds so good. I can smell it now. I can smell it
We'd
then.
love to have you out.
Absolutely. Perfect. Thanks for joining us this
Thank
morning.
you.
Appreciate it. And happy Pasta Day, everybody out there in Cake Land. We'll be right back.